A very common thing you may want to do with Keynote is have a list of bullet points that you can break out and talk about. So I'm going to click now and it's going to bring up my first bullet point, and I can talk about this for however long I want before I'm ready to talk about the next bullet point. So I click again and it brings up the second one, and again I click again, it brings up the third one, and I click again, it brings up the fourth one. So again, this is a very common thing you may want to do with a presentation. So you can talk about each bullet one at a time and reveal it as you're talking about it. So how do we create this in Keynote? Well, it may not be the most intuitive thing in the world, but I'm going to show you how it's done. So I have it all in one slide, and I start off with just typing out all my bullets just as I normally would, so I don't have to do anything fancy. But once I'm ready to create this magical revealing thing that I showed you, all I do is click the box which has all my bullets. Then I go to animate. So it might be here, you click the animate tab, and I'm using the most recent version of Keynote as of November 2015. So the first thing you want to decide on is the animation type. I did the swipe feature, but they have all kinds of different ones you can do, and you can always preview them. But I just started with swipe, with the wipe. Then the duration, so how long is it going to take to appear? You can slide that as you wish, from left, however direction you want. I just did left. Now here's where it gets a little bit trickier. So the delivery method, when you first do this, by default it's going to be all at once, which that would just play it just constantly, which you may or may not want to do. But if you're just doing the bullets and you want it to do exactly what I did, you have to select by bullet, and you can do top to bottom or bottom to top. Most people are going to leave that by default. And then the last thing you have to do is build order. So you have to make sure that it's on click. So that way it's not going to go to the next one until I click it. So these are the options that I did to create this effect. And again, once you've done all of this right here, you just hit play. It's going to bring it up, and it's not going to load them until I click them one at a time. So I'm clicking, and that is how it's done.